Our focus this morning is on the battle for Uttar Pradesh. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's home turf Gorakhpur is witnessing a slew of development projects being inaugurated ahead of the elections. And Prime Minister Modi will be inaugurating these projects. There are three of them: an AIIMS, a fertilizer factory and a laboratory.
Gorakhpur, the parliamentary constituency of Yogi Adityanath for more than 20 years before he became the CM of Uttar Pradesh, is seeking a big Vikas push. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate an AIIMS hospital and a fertilizer factory in Gorakhpur. The 300-bed AIIMS has 14 operation theatres and is already conducting minor operations ahead of its official inauguration by the Prime Minister.
हमारे पास जो है आईपीडी की फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, ओपीडी की फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, वैक्सीनेशन की फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, ओटी की सर्विसेज शुरू हो गई हैं। प्रधानमंत्री जी के आने से हमारे ये जो सारे कार्य में एक बहुत तेज़ी भी आई है और साथ ही साथ हम आशा करते हैं कि अमृत फार्मेसी का भी एक नया रूप आप देखेंगे कि जिसमें हम और ज़्यादा फैसिलिटीज़ लोगों को प्रोवाइड कर पाएंगे।
For the people of Purvanchal, an AIIMS in Gorakhpur comes as a big help.
ये हमको लगा कि यहाँ सुविधा मतलब जांच की सुविधा अच्छी है, फीस नहीं देना पड़ रहा है, अच्छा से यहाँ जांच हो जा रहा है, अच्छे डॉक्टर हैं। अब इसके लिए हम लोग दिल्ली वो लोग जाते थे या लखनऊ जाते थे, अब गोरखपुर में हो गया तो बहुत आराम मिल गया है।
बहुत दिक्कतें थी सर, हम लोग लखनऊ जाते थे, पीजीआई वगैरह चाहे राम मनोहर लोहिया जाते थे, तो अब अपने शहर से नज़दीक है तो हम लोग सोचते हैं आसान है।
Apart from AIIMS, PM will also inaugurate a fertilizer factory in Gorakhpur. This factory has been a dream of Yogi Adityanath for 31 years.
If you look at all these machinery, it is all up to the new high-tech technology, and to increase the production of fertilizer. It is something which has always been a long demand of CM Yogi Adityanath, as when he was the Member of Parliament from Gorakhpur from 1998 to 2014, he has been very vocal about reopening this plant.
Built at a cost of 8,603 crore rupees, the plant has a capacity of producing 12.7 metric tons neem-coated urea and liquid ammonia every year.
इतनी बड़ी सौगात रोजगार के रूप में फर्टिलाइज़र 8,000 करोड़ से ज़्यादा, 1,000 करोड़ के ऊपर का करीबन एम्स और एक लैब भी है जो 37 करोड़ की बनी, जिसमें इंसेफ्लाइटिस के मरीज या कोरोना वाले अपने चेकअप्स के लिए एक प्रॉपर लैब एक कंक्रीट बन गया। तो ये तीन बड़ी सौगात समस्त पूर्वांचल को मिलेगी।
Inauguration of Regional Medical Research Centre at the Baba Raghav Das Medical College is also on the cards. Prime Minister Modi is pushing mega projects ahead of the state elections. Vikas is one of the major planks. In addition to Hindutva, the BJP is fighting elections on. With Akhilesh Mishra in Gorakhpur, Bureau Report, India Today.
As the battle for Uttar Pradesh heats up, the call for a mandir in Mathura is getting louder. On the anniversary of the Babri demolition, which was yesterday, an uneasy calm prevailed in Lord Krishna's birthplace. Security was beefed up after right-wing groups called for the installation of a Krishna idol at the Shahi Idgah Mosque in the ancient city. National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava sent us this ground report.
These are sights and sounds of a dispute being concocted. The narrow gauge rail track for the Mathura Vrindavan pilgrimage train is off limits. Every arterial road and lane around the Krishna Janmabhoomi temple in Mathura barricaded. Mathura and its residents are anxious. as half a dozen unknown groups have threatened to widen the fault line between two adjoining places of worship, Krishna Janmabhoomi Temple and Shahi Eidgah and their followers. Police say the state government has ordered zero tolerance to trouble.
मथुरा जो है एक ब्रिज नगरी है और यहाँ से हमेशा एक प्रेम का संदेश पूरी दुनिया को गया है और इसी परंपरा को कायम रखते हुए पुलिस और प्रशासन का लगातार जनता से जो हमारे धर्मगुरु हैं उनके साथ हमारा लगातार संवाद रहता है। इस विषय पर भी सबने शांति व्यवस्था बनाए रखने के लिए अपील भी किया है, हमारा सहयोग भी किया है।
Police fights a battle at multiple fronts. It's approaching elders of the two communities. Those posting objectionable content on social media are being warned. The huge deployment brings partial relief to city's people. They fear Mathura could be the next political Ayodhya. There are signs of anxiety, and more Muslims have been visiting the mosque since the threats were made.
Are the Muslims worried?
Exactly. Because of two reasons. Because they have seen the times and the wives and the daughters and the little children. They are much worried. God forbid what happens, what takes place in case the huge number of the majority community comes up and they are not being stopped by the forces. There is perfect peace in the city.
Mathura stayed peaceful while Ayodhya simmered, courtesy a 1968 peace accord between the Hindus and Muslims. Harmony ensured peaceful social and economic coexistence. Muslims supply flowers for the Krishna temple. The zari chunri or drapes for female deities are crafted by the Muslims. Pappu Bhai, a Muslim, runs a workshop that supplies the shiny crowns for thousands of Krishna idols in Mathura and Vrindavan. He even makes the jeweled crown for the deity at the Krishna Janmabhoomi temple. He doesn't want disharmony but is against the claim for the mosque's land.
पप्पू साहब ये बताइए, आप ये जो बनाते हैं ये किसके लिए बनाते हैं?
लड्डू गोपाल के लिए।
लड्डू गोपाल कौन है?
लड्डू गोपाल
भगवान कृष्ण है, यानी हिंदुओं के भगवान।
हाँ।
तो ये बताइए कि आप सिर्फ ऐसे छोटे छोटे बना के बेचते हैं कि
मतलब मैं 0 नंबर से लेके जितने भी बड़े होंगे, जितने भी बड़े से बड़े होंगे 100 रुपए के मुकुट बना दूंगा।
अभी अचानक ये झगड़े की बात आ रही है कि साहब कृष्ण जन्मभूमि की जो जमीन है जहाँ शाही ईदगाह खड़ी है वो जमीन चाहिए लोगों को।
तो वो जमीन कैसे मिलेगी? ये साहब मुझे वो तो हमारी है, तो हमारी रहेगी।
Ayodhya suffered due to the Ram Temple Babri Mosque tussle for decades. But Mathura has stories of prosperity and tourism that sustains virtually every Mathura home. Brijwasi Sweets is Mathura's own success story. Its owner, like all businessmen in the city, is battling for peace, not the color of his faith.
यहाँ पर किसी तरीके की कोई परेशानी किसी को नहीं हो रही है। यहाँ का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और पुलिस दोनों कोऑर्डिनेशन से काम कर रहे हैं। साथ के साथ यहाँ की जनता भी उस सहयोग में भागीदार है। सब लोग ये चाहते हैं कि यहाँ अयोध्या जैसी स्थिति उत्पन्न नहीं हो और निश्चित रूप से अयोध्या जैसी स्थिति उत्पन्न नहीं होगी।
In Mathura, the Krishna Janmabhoomi temple and the Shahi Eidgah have coexisted for a period much longer than any devotee who walks up the steps for blessings. In the city, the Ayodhya playbook, it seems, is being deployed. An emotive issue from the backyards of history is being rolled out into the playground called electoral politics. In Mathura, with Vinod, Rahul Srivastava for India Today.
Let's get you the latest updates on the Omicron variant spreading in India. The number of cases have gone up in Maharashtra as 2 more cases of the Omicron variant have been detected, this time in Mumbai, which means that the state's tally has gone up to 10. A 37-year-old man who'd come from Johannesburg in South Africa on the 25th of November has tested positive for the Omicron variant. His 36-year-old friend who had come from the United States on the same day has also tested positive for the mutant variant. Both patients have no symptoms and are admitted at the Seven Hills Hospital in Mumbai. Both patients had taken the Pfizer COVID vaccine 5 high-risk and 315 low-risk contacts of both these patients have been traced. Further contact tracing is still underway. The WHO Technical Group on Immunization, called SAGE, will be holding a key meet today to lay out recommendations for booster doses amid the Omicron surge. Let's move on to some other stories this morning. This one coming in from Tamil Nadu, where the recent internal polls in AIADMK hints at a truce between the EPS and OPS factions. Former Tamil Nadu Chief Ministers Edappadi Palaniswamy and O. Pannirselvam were elected unopposed as coordinator and joint coordinator respectively. Both of them filed their nominations for the posts on Saturday in the presence of many senior functionaries of the party. The AIADMK is expected to formally announce the result today. This election comes after the party's bylaws were amended to the effect that primary members of the AIADMK now elect the coordinator and joint coordinator as a pair by essentially casting a single vote. The polls are being seen as a move to get the party in order to keep out Sashikala, who had appealed to AIADMK party workers to unify and to stop poisoning the party. Welcome back. India managed to topple New Zealand off the top of the test rankings due to some incredible performances during the 2-match test series. With several key players rested, these individuals proved to be the game changers.
The Paytm Test Series beating New Zealand 1-0.
Some new heroes emerged, some old champions showed their class once again. While Team India played as a unit throughout, a few individuals deserve recognition for their exceptional output. Before the second test even began, many believed Mayank Agarwal would get the axe from the playing 11. After all, Agarwal's diminishing returns with the bat were a big talking point ahead of the Mumbai test.
Magnificent, and what an innings.
But Team India persisted with him, and it paid off in a huge way. A 150 in the first innings helped India cross the 300-run mark before he again top-scored in the second essay with a 62, earning himself the Player of the Match award. While he was on the verge of being dropped, his exploits at Wankhede have ensured he'll now be on that flight to South Africa.
That's a wonderful shot. Wedged. He'll push.
The new man in Team India, Shreyas Iyer, will never forget his first series in whites.
Batsman at home. Delight for the crowd.
He was India's star man in his debut test at Kanpur. The only Indian to score 100 and a 50 in his maiden test, Iyer scripted history as India got excruciatingly close to a victory in Kanpur. Even if there's no surety on whether he'll make it to the playing 11 in South Africa, Iyer's performance has given Team India a much-needed option, with Ajinkya Rahane currently out of form.
And again through the offside.
Ravichandran Ashwin, the old war horse, was once again at his best against New Zealand. He loves playing against the Kiwis, adding to his phenomenal record against the visitors. Player of the series Ravichandran Ashwin picked up 14 wickets in the series with a bowling average of 11.35. Not just that, he now has the most number of wickets in India versus New Zealand tests. In just 9 games, Ashwin has 66 wickets and he overtook Richard Hetley, who had 65 wickets from 14 games. Ashwin also became only the second Indian after the legendary Anil Kumble to take 300 wickets at home.
Yeah, good catch again from
Akshar Patel's growth, both with the ball and bat, cannot be overlooked. While his 5-wicket haul in the first innings of the Kanpur test got everyone's eye, his batting prowess in Mumbai showed his progress as an all-rounder.
Maiden test match half-century for Akshar Patel.
Akshar's 50 in the first innings was crucial. His partnership with Mayank Agarwal helped India post 325 runs on the board. And when they needed those quick runs in the second innings, Akshar smashed an unbeaten 41 of just 26 deliveries. While Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin remain India's top spinners, Akshar's performances have shown why he's the next best choice if one of them is not available. Sports Bureau, India Today.
And that's all we have time for in this edition of First Up. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned to us here on India Today. Few minutes from now, I'm getting you all the top stories.